Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm not going to give you a long explanation of why I've been gone for so long, but I'm back now, and so I decided to film a fall tutorial for you guys today, and I hope you like it. And if you're interested in how to get this look, then just keep on watching. I already have my brows done, and so I'm going to start by prepping my eyes with soft ochre paint pot. And I just get a brush and I tap it all over my eyelids. And just cover the whole eye from lid to brow bone. And then once I tap it on there with the brush, I get my ring finger and I smooth it all out. Then I'm going to just set that eye primer with some translucent powder. And just a thin layer, and this just helps you blend all the other colors out nicely. I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette today. And this is an essential eyeshadow collection with 14 shades including neutral and berry tones. So I'm just going to grab Golden Ochre in the palette and start by sweeping that in my crease. And just a light sweep from outer corner to inner corner. And then I'm just buffing it in circular motions and windshield wiper motions. I'm going to grab Warm Taupe in that palette, and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner and just buff it into my crease. And just building it up. I always like to start with a little bit of product and build it up as you go, because you can't take away any product. Well, you can, but you'll have to start all over. And I don't want you to do that. So just start by taking a little bit of product and working your way up. Some burnt orange and kind of just focus that also on the outer crease, just to give some warmness in there, because I want some warmness in there. And so now to intensify my crease, I'm going to get Cypress Umber, and it's a dark brown shade, so I'm going to start just by tapping it lightly in the pan. Like I grabbed barely any product, and I'm going to start working that into my crease. And I'm focusing it on the outer crease. So I like to grab the brush from the end and just, like I said, put the lightest pressure to place the product and then just start blending it out until you get it to the intensity you want to. And so just keep blending. And I'm just going to grab another fluffy brush, and I'm going to get burnt orange again and kind of start buffing it into that crease so I have no harsh lines. After that, I'm going to grab a flat brush. I'm going to grab tempera.
Sorry, Anastasia.
And then I'm just going to start packing that on my lid. And I'm not going to grab any more because I don't want it too intense. Just kind of a wash there, because we are going to add glitter in the inner corners, so you don't want your lid to be too bright, or I don't want my lid to be too bright. And then I'm going to grab my brush that I was blending out that brown shade with and kind of just go back and blend it out. We're going to leave the eyes alone for now, and we are going to start on the face. So I'm going to start by using the Makeup Forever Step 1 primer, and I'm going to grab some, and I'm going to start working it in here, 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 and a little bit here. And I'm just going to kind of pat it in and all over my face, and then I have a sample of the CoverFX mattifying primer, and I'm going to grab a little bit of that and put it on my, mainly on my T-zone area because that's where I get oily. And I hate getting oily. And so I'm just going to work that all in to my face. Ooh, before I forget, okay, this is the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. It's a new product they came out with, and it's supposed to make, like, have the effect of lip injections. And I know you might think, you are thinking at the moment, girl, you only know lip injections, but I want to put this on my lips, so I'm going to. And I'm just doing this now so it can kind of set in while I'm doing my makeup. And so this doesn't burn, it burns intensely, but only for a few seconds. After that, you can't feel anything, and I feel like it does make your lips look bigger, but that's just me. That's just me. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Skin Foundation and the shade 3.2. And I'm just going to shake it up, and I'm going to pump that on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to work it in with a beauty blender. With a damp beauty blender. And I just kind of start in one small section and just work it out through the rest of my face. This is my favorite foundation. I've repurchased it like 3 times. When I run out, I have to have it. Just because you can build it up or wear a thin layer. Buff it all in. And then I kind of also look from a distance to see if there's anywhere else that I would like to build more coverage. And with that, I just get one more pump. And I get it on my beauty blender, and I kind of just dot it where I would want more coverage. And then I just start blending it out. So after we're all blended out, I'm going to move on to concealer. And for concealer today, I'm also going to be using the Smashbox 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer. It's Studio Skin. And I'm in the shade Light Medium. And I'm just going to put that on my under eyes. Bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow, chin, and my forehead. And I put it all in the other places to balance out, because if not, you're just going to have bright under eyes and the rest of your face is going to look crazy. So it just, putting it everywhere else balances the whole face out. And then again, I'm just going to take my damp beauty blender and start blending it out. And just continue to blend all that out. It kind of takes a while, no lie. And then normally I would go ahead and set my face, but I'm going to cream contour my nose, so I'm not going to set just yet. But let me go get my utensil to contour my nose. And so to contour my nose, the reason I like to contour with this is because of the little applicator on there, but it's my LA Girl Concealer. The Pro Concealer in the shade Chestnut. I'm just going to draw 2 lines down. Kind of put too much product on there, but don't fear, we have a beauty blender. Start by slowly tapping it in. And the thing about the beauty blender is if you do get too much product, it will soak it up so you won't look crazy. I know my nose is looking crazy right now, but we're going to fix it. I'm blending with the beauty blender. And then I'm going to grab a brush and further blend it out. And because I put too much, I'm going to go back in with the concealer and fix it a little. Go back into my concealer and do the bridge of the nose again. She was pretty. What? And then just blend that back out on my nose, so I won't look too crazy. Okay, and then after that, I'm gonna go in with my Mercier translucent powder, and I'm going to go ahead and set the under eyes. But before I do, I'm gonna go black and blend them a bit so I won't have any creases. And then I'm gonna set everywhere that I place concealer. And I'm using an e.l.f. blush brush to set my under eyes. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my Fix Plus and a pencil brush. And I'm going to get that ready. I'm going to spray it with Fix Plus. And I'm going to use a NYX Roll-On Shimmer in the shade Nude. I'm going to take my Roll-On NYX glitter and I'm going to roll it on the back of my hand just to kind of get some product. And that's what we're going to put in our inner corner. That's what we're going to put in our inner corner, and I'm just going to dip my brush in there. And then I'm going to start by placing it all in the inner corner. I'm going to re-dampen my brush with a Fix Plus I'm almost out of. And then again, just go back in and press it into the inner corner. And then after that, just to clean up on this, because I didn't want the glitter to go that far down, I'm just going to grab a brush and I'm going to use my translucent powder to bake. And just to kind of clean up anything that I didn't want. And it's just going to be very little. And I'm just going to kind of let that sit there for maybe 30 seconds and then wipe it right off. And then I'm going to go ahead and wipe off that powder I put there. Okay, and again, we're going to leave the eyes alone for a while and we're going to move on to the face. Just set the foundation that I put on, again with a Smashbox setting primer, a setting powder. I guess Smashbox is my favorite, and it might be, and it's just a Sephora 55 brush. And I'm just going to tap that in and set my whole face. To grab a Sephora contouring brush. I'm going to grab my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil powder bronzer. And I'm going to start carving out my cheekbones with it. And I'm also going to contour my forehead. And my chins. And then I'm going to grab a smaller brush with that same bronzer and set my nose contour. And it's going to tone it down a little bit because this one is warmer. And then I'm going to grab another brush and a warmer bronzer just to kind of, just to warm up my face. Hopefully this doesn't mess anything up. Okay. That was just a little bit of the Marc Jacobs bronzer. These Vegas Night eyelashes, but since the band is thick, I'm going to go ahead and take it out and apply glue on them to let them get tacky. I find when you let your glue sit on your lashes for a while, let it get tacky, they're so much easier to apply. And so I'm just gonna apply some duo glue. I'm going to apply some duo glue and let them sit for quite a while. Because my lashes are so thick, the band is so thick, I'm going to just grab a felt tip eyeliner and I'm going to line my lash line super thin, like a super thin line. Looks funny, but it's going to kind of help hide the thick lash band. So I'm just going to grab this Bobbi Brown highlight in Pink Glow and this BH Cosmetics 135 brush with it's like two-sided, and I'm going to pick up the highlighter with the black side. I'm going to swipe it in there and I'm going to highlight with that. Go back and highlight. This highlight is intense. With a really tiny brush, I'm going to go back into that highlight and I'm going to highlight the bridge of my nose. And the tip of my nose, and I'm going to blend it out with my finger. And I'm also going to do the Cupid bow. And I'm also going to use that to highlight the brow bone. That same brush that I highlighted that I used the glitter for my inner corner, I'm going to take some highlight with that brush and kind of just place it there just to intensify it a little bit more. Now for mascara, I'm going to use the Roller Lash and I'm going to do one layer on my top lashes because I'm prepping them for my falsies. But I'm going to hit the lower lash line a lot more. Alright, and now we're going to move on to blush. And I'm just going to grab a blush brush and I'm going to grab my favorite MAC blush, Peach Twist. It's such a universal shade and I'm going to apply that. I'm going to apply that to the apple of my cheeks. Apples and back. I'm going to grab a duo fiber brush and kind of blend in the highlight, contour, and blush. Okay, so I did end up putting my lashes on off camera because it was too nerve-wracking to sit here and do it for you. But anyway, I did put my lashes on, but I do let the glue get tacky for a second. I pop the middle of the lash on the middle of my lash line. I stick the outer corner and then the inner corner. That's how I put on my lashes. And so now all that's left is really the lips. And I'm going to take MAC Currant lip liner and I'm just going to line my lips. Alright, and so I just lining my lips. And then I'm going to get Anastasia Black Cherry Lip Gloss. And that's going to be our lip color for today. Alright, and now I'm just going to go fix my hair and I'll be right back to say bye. Okay, so I fixed my hair and that concludes this tutorial. And if you guys liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And please let me know if you liked it and tell me what other videos you would like to see because I'm curious. And I'll see you guys next time and thank you so much for watching.